Hey, how you guys doing? It's your boy Beasley back out again with more CFB 26 content. This video will be going over the details and more or less letting you guys know that the online dynasty is starting very soon. So, if you would like to join the online dynasty, the Discord will be linked down below. Join the Discord and then DM me the team you would like to have. We're going to be more or less covering the rules and whatnot in this video, just in case there's any questions to clear things up from the Discord and stuff like that. For starters, the first rule we're going to be doing, as voted on by you guys. So if you have an issue with these rules, just know a vast majority of them I did not pick. I let people vote on quarter length. I let people vote on realism or balance or, the teams. I let generally the community vote for the community stuff. So if you're wondering why we're using bad schools, they overwhelmingly picked that. Personally, I picked for the 4- and 5-star schools because I wanted an excuse to use my Florida Gators. But I think as a series, using bad schools will be far more entertaining for you guys to watch. So good call, chat. Good call. First of all, what do I mean by bad schools? It has to be a 0- or 1-star school. If it's on this screen, you can pick it. That's right. If it's a 1 or a 0 or a 0.5 or a 1.5 school, you can pick it. If it's on the category of 0 or 1, it's fair game. Now, because this video I'm releasing is several days after the Discord stuff, I already have a few people who RSVP'd. This is first come, first serve. So if you want to have a spot, join the Discord, DM me your team, and I will let you know if it's there or not there. I'm kind of doing like a draft thing where once when a team gets selected, I kind of type in the chat, so-and-so's off the board. Just to give you an idea of teams that are already off the board, you have FIU, JMU, USF, Old Dominion, and UConn. They are all officially off the board. So if you would like to join in on this community online dynasty, those teams are already gone. And if there's more people who want to do this, then I have spots available, which I don't think we'll get to that problem, but just in case we do. If I do kick someone out, a new spot will open, and then we'll have like a waiting queue more or less for that. So let's start with the rules. Aside from having to choose a 0 to 1-star school, the other major rule that I'm going to be talking about is your stats need to be semi-realistic for this league. As someone who's played online dynasties or online franchise modes for fucking 15 or so years, I know how this works. I get it. Everyone can go online. Everyone can buy an ebook for $3 to $5. I get it. You can one-play touchdown the AI. Oh, you're so cool, throwing for 1,500 yards and 17 touchdowns in the game. Ha ha ha, you're so cool. That will not tolerate in my league. If I ever see anything crazy like that, and it's not even just quarterbacks. I see a running back have like 75 carries for like 800 yards, you're getting kicked. Right? I'm not saying everything has to mirror real life 1-to-1, but you shouldn't be scoring 125 points. Right? I get it. You could run mid blitz against the AI. I get it. You can call one-play touchdowns on or offense. I get it. Keep it semi-realistic. By no means am I saying you have to, once when you have a lead, shoot clock, and no. You can still score. You can still play the game normal. Just I better not see just inflated. I better not see pass rushers with like 77 plus sacks. I better not see receivers with like 5,000 yards. I'm telling you, if I see any stats that make me go, that's ridiculous, you're gone. Especially considering that we're using bad schools in this, right? I should not see the quarterbacks in, this dynasty out here throwing 75, 85, 100 touchdowns with like 5 picks, right? That's just as unrealistic as you could possibly get. I get, it's a video game. You want to have fun. Just keep it semi-realistic, right? I'm not saying, again, it has to be 1-to-1, but if your quarterbacks toss 10 plus touchdowns in the game and you think that's unrealistic, just know that would break the single game passing yards by a lot. So maybe think to yourself, is this too OP? But that's just for computer games, right? What happens in a user versus user game is whatever. Whatever you have to do to win the game is whatever you have to do to win the game, right? I'm just saying that you better have semi-realistic stats by the end of the season. Just first and foremost, that better be a thing, so help me. The next rule I'm going to cover is I'm going to give everybody a 3-strike policy, which is what I wish our government would do, but that's a different rant for a different day. Anyways, you get 3 strikes in this league. If you violate any of these rules, there will be no talking, there will be no discussion, there will be no debate. You violate the third one, you are gone. I don't think I have very many rules in this dynasty, so following them shouldn't be that hard. But there's always those people who want to push the line, push the envelope, walk as close to the sun as they possibly can. That will not be happening. If you violate these rules, you are gone. You get three strikes. I will give you 2 freebies. I will give you some leverage just in case something actually happens and maybe you're losing by 3 points in the 4th quarter and you actually do lose power. You know, something magnificent happens like that. I will give you some leeway. But on that 3rd strike, you are gone. You will immediately be kicked. And then if there's enough people in the waiting queue, someone will take your spot. Speaking of rules that I feel like are very self-explanatory, but I'm going to go ahead and put them in the video anyways, I better not catch a single person in this dynasty playing their computer games more than once. Yes, if you're curious, I can check. It's not very hard. If you do back out, if you do dashboard, if you do rage quit, I'm going to see it. There's I'm not going to, tell you. I'm just going to write that shit down on a piece of paper, notch you down a little X mark. You get 3 of them, you're gone. Trust me, I can tell. I've done this with Madden. I'm doing this now with CFB. I can tell when someone is quitting their games, when they are dashboarding, when they are resetting their shit to get favorable outcomes. I can tell. Trust me. If I catch you doing that against a computer, you're going to catch a strike. You get too many of them, you're gone. This also should go without saying, but I'm going to do it for the video. You better not be doing that for user games as well. If you're playing another person and the game and you dashboard or quit and like the 3rd or 4th quarter, you're not getting a redo. You're not getting a do-over. You're going to get a forced loss. Now, mind you, if there's like an actual EA hiccup where like the servers do actually crash and it's something on EA's end, I will have a rule where basically both parties can more or less talk about if they would like to continue on the game or not. That's up to them. But all I'm saying is after halftime, you better not crash or you better not lose that game. Otherwise, that's going to be a forced loss. The next rule I'm going to implement is you have to have a custom coach. I don't want to deal with issues where some people pick these bad schools because they have really good coordinators and really good coaches and bad coaches and stuff like that. Every coach in this dynasty has to be a custom coach. Now, just have some restraint, use a custom coach, and if you can, name your custom coach whatever your YouTube handle is or Discord handle. That way when I say your name, it's not like different names. I got to translate who's who, but yeah, you got to use a custom coach. Next, I think this goes without saying, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyways. I better not catch anyone exploiting anything in this game, or again, you're going to catch a strike, 3 strikes, you're gone. Exploits limited or are but not limited to do it. I don't even know if they patched this or not, but I know it was a prominent glitch where you can basically fly out one recruit several times. So if you don't know how this glitch worked, or I don't know if it's still in the game, but I know at one point it was, you could put a recruit on like a week 3, week 4 visit, fly them out, and then take them off your board, put them back on your board, and then it would reset your visit. So you would keep all the influence from flying out your prospect, but get to do it again. And so over the course of a season, you could fly out a 5-star DN 3, 4, 5, 10 times, an excessive number of times. Let me just put it that way, an excessive number of times. If I catch you or anyone catches you doing that, you will be striked. So help me God. I please... Again, I know how this works with people. People always push the boundaries. Just don't be an idiot. General rule of thumb. If you think what you're doing is idiotic, you're probably going to get punished. Furthermore, I will not be tolerating the glitching or abusing of upgrade tokens during the off season, specifically during the week. You can position swap, because if you guys don't know, you can position swap players, spend their tokens, and keep playing flip-flop with them, move them back and forth, to then give them infinite skill caps. It's basically Architect that triggers 100% of the time. It's an exploit. I'm not going to tolerate that. When we do get to that week, I'm going to set probably a 30-minute timer, and people can go in and edit their positions. If not, we're going to just advance through it, because I'm not going to tolerate. I don't want to see no 2-star player with uncapped man, zone, and speed. And it's like, oh, wow, I just got the greatest 2-star athlete ever. Sure, Jimmy, sure. You totally didn't just position cheese the absolute piss out of that. But don't confuse my words. I'm not saying you can't position swap players. You can. But you better not be doing that several times back to back to back to back. If I catch you or someone catches you doing that, getting striked. The glitching, by the way, that is all out of game. What you do in game on the field is fair game. I will not tolerate any of this nonsense where someone is like, oh my God, he's sending an unblockable blitz. It's blockable, I promise. Or, oh my God, he's calling this one play on offense that's like breaking the game. You can cover it, right? This is strictly for out of game stuff. In game, you can do it. Unless there's a literal glitch in the game that forces you to like disconnect from the server or desync like that. Pretty much everything in game will be weighed differently than out of game glitches. There's so many out of game glitches. I will not tolerate those. In game, it's more of a skill gap. I, again, will not tolerate people getting blitzed and sacked and being like, oh my god, this is it. No, don't confuse actual exploits from not exploits. The league advancement, at first, we're going to try to keep it somewhere between 24 to 48 hours, but obviously people have lives, people have jobs, people have kids, people have responsibilities. I'm not an idiot, nor do I feel entitled that I have to have all of your time in the day. So we're going to try to keep the advanced time at somewhere between every 24 to 48 hours. Specifically, if there is user versus user games. If it's user versus computer games, I am just going to sim every day, right? If it's a computer game, I'm not going to force loss or force win your games. I'm going to let it up to EA, so keep that in mind. But if it's a user versus user game, I will hold the advanced timer until both players can play. Typically, that will be between 24 to 48 hours, but results may vary. Stuff like quarter length, I believe the poll you guys voted for was 6 or 7 minutes. We're going to have custom conferences, so that's why I'm kind of asking for your teams in the Discord. That way I can move your teams from one conference to another to get the custom conference set up, and a lot of stuff like that. So if you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. If you would like to join, again, join the Discord. I'm going to have people probably, tell me in the comments, hey, I don't want to be in the Discord, but I want to join. Please join the Discord. It's the easiest way I can get access to you or, get a hold of you in case something goes wrong. If there's a glitch, an exploit, something, I can get in contact with you. Whereas if I do it via YouTube comments or stream comments, it's going to cause issues. So please join the Discord. DM me the team you would like. And yeah, guys, as always, I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, night, afternoon, or day, depending on whatever time you watch my content in the future. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, drop me a follow or sub on Twitch. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you can, please become a member. Members get early access to all my videos, such as the strategist video I already have posted. So there you go. Members are enjoying that video right now. And much, much more. So please become a member. Much love, and I will see you guys soon. Deuces.